Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Have you heard this saying, each nation deserves its leaders? That is, if you have an imbecile as supposedly your leader, the president, prime minister, king not really, because king is kind of like I take it all, the other ones play the game of I was elected, or a chancellor in this case, and they're dumb. Like, for instance, look at the Romanian president. He's like an agarich. They deserve it. I mean, is that the creme de la creme, or United States of America, or whomever you want? Look at them. The nation doesn't like it. Oh my God, who's this guy? I mean, he's dumb, he's this and that. But who elected him? Well, I didn't. Someone must have. Or the system. Can't have all these baboons in all these countries. I'm talking about the democracies where you have baboons in charge. What do we have here? Germany. Germany is led, or at least the guys, the figureheads supposedly in charge of Germany, are really weasels, are weaklings. That's the word, weaklings. They are, you can look at them, how do you assess a person? The first thing is when you see the person. You see the person from far away. And you see that the physical attributes, and then the person starts walking, oh shit, and then he picks his nose or something, scratches his butt, or looks around, or he's like you by his behavior first. No, the non-verbal cues are 80% of our communication, and then he comes and talks to you, voice, intonation, and then the substance of the ideas the person utters. You assess this person and you realize, with good and bad, has this kind of value. In this case, we have Mr. Merz, the Chancellor of Germany. I have two articles here. One, the Germans scramble fighter jets to intercept a Russian reconnaissance airplane in the international air, or how you call it, not waters, it's not floating, isn't it? It's just why do you intercept it? Got too close to you? Now that's a provocation. If the Russians would do that the same way, you say, well, you came too close. We're going to analyze if that airplane came too close to Deutschland or not. That's the first topic. The second topic, we have Mr. Merz, the Chancellor of Germany, and I will read for you his line of reasoning, why he will not talk to Putin. All right? It's so idiotic. This is not only the way he looks, walks, sounds, what he says tells me his level of understanding of the world around him, how he processes information. That's why, for me, and I think in general, it's more important to know how a person processes the information, makes an analysis and comes with a conclusion. Not that I know the population of Estonia is 1.3 million people. That's the basic, that's the foundation. What are you doing with information? How do you use it in what kind of ideas? So Merz is a baboon, infantile. Let's go to the first article. Ukrainska Pravda. I'm not saying that to insult him. Insult is not an insult, it's a representation of his value in the world according to him or relative to his title. Position. He is the Chancellor of Germany. 85 million people, if I remember correctly, or something like that. Germany. This guy is in charge. Now, when you are in charge of this great nation, you should have some balls, some brains. You have to be a certain kind of leader. Who is this guy? He is not matching the level. That's my problem with these guys. I tell you people who match the level. Putin is one. Lavrov is one. Xi Jinping is one. All the bad dudes. You tell me about Macron? You tell me about Starmer? These are weaklings. I'm not going to go further than that. So Germany scrambled, past tense, fighter jets to intercept Russian reconnaissance aircraft. This is Saturday, June 28, 2025. German Air Force, do they have jets? Do the Germans, do they have any Luftwaffe anymore? I think at one point I read they have like 12 functional. 12. And it was like 15 years ago, more than that. 12 Luftwaffe. Adolf Galland and others are just spinning in their graves. German Air Force fighter jets were scrambled to intercept probably the 3 out of 3. Scrambled and intercepted a Russian Il-20M reconnaissance aircraft over the Baltic Sea on the morning of Friday, 27th of June. The Russian Il-20M took off from Kaliningrad, I will show you the map, with its transporter switched off and without a flight plan filed. It then headed westwards directly towards international airspace near Poland and Germany. NATO radar systems soon detected the Russian aircraft. Remember, this is according to the police, is not the witness. Or if you're accused of something in America, the accused has to be provided the evidence, and the accuser, these guys have to provide the evidence, right? So I can fight the whatever you bring. So this guy just say it. I want to hear what the Russians have to say about it. NATO alerted the quick reaction alert team of Germany's Bundeswehr about the Russian aircraft incident. The 2 Eurofighter jets were sent to intercept the Russian pop. About 100 kilometers from the German coast. Did you hear that? 100 kilometers? I think the international, how do you call it? International, like I always have a problem. International airspace, that's the word. I'm looking in words. So the international airspace is still, this guy was 100 kilometers away. The Eurofighter jets established visual contact and photographed the Russian aircraft, which did not change course even afterwards. Afterwards what? The Russian aircraft initially continued flying west and changed course to the north, only 40 kilometers from the island of Usedom. Thus, there was no violation of German airspace. So let's analyze this. You see this? You got 100 kilometers, transporter and direction. So this is what these pieces of shit say. This guy took off, according to them, with transponder off. He took west towards Germany and Poland. These guys realized that this guy is coming towards us. So they scrambled. They made visual 100 kilometers. And he changed course after he flew 60 more kilometers. 60 more kilometers, about 40 miles. And after that, this is not a supersonic aircraft. This is a subsonic. That means he flies with less than 800 kilometers per hour. So it's not a fast plane. So he changed course and he didn't violate anything. So these guys scrambled it, went 100 kilometers, and then probably just went by this guy. Not too close though, because the Sukhoi must have been notified and smacked the Eurofighters. Anyway, so that's what happened. The guy was no violation. My point is, they already were on it. I think they created a problem. My opinion, that's a provocation. Why? The Russians could send some Sukhoi. And what happened there? You got the Sukhois and the baboons with Eurofighters. The ones that you have to pedal to fly. Are we still on? Hans? Ja, mein Führer. Sind wir whatever, still in Luft, in the air somewhere? Yeah. Oh my God, they're pedaling in the same time. That's how they fly, the Eurofighters. That's why. That's why they fly like this. Because it's the... Let's go to the second one. But let's go to the map first. So here's the map of Europe. This is the German state, suppose this is Poland. This is the Baltic states. Kaliningrad is right here, where you see this little thing, Kaliningrad, but it's kind of like incorporated in the same color with Poland. Very baboonish. It's not yellow. You see this? This is Russia. This is not yellow. This is the yellow of Poland. So whomever this one is bad. So the Russians took off from here and supposedly went this area, 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers. Let me see. Do I have here let me see. I don't see any, distances or anything. So I can, I know that this is, for instance, from here to here, right there, this little portion between Kaliningrad and Belarus, right there, it's 60 kilometers. So probably these guys were not even took off, because from here to here is 100 kilometers. The English channel is like, what, 30 kilometers or something, not even, I think. Whatever it is. So here it is. The not even took off. They were on it, came over, and then switched course right here. I think it was a provocation. And let's go to the baboon. Ukrainska Pravda, Saturday, 28th of June 2025. So this is Merz's reasoning. Germany's Merz, unwilling to speak with Putin as only escalates attacks post talks. Okay, so this is what he says. This is his line of argument. My predecessors spoke with Putin and he attacked schools and hospitals. Therefore, I, being the same as the previous ones, I will not talk to them. Well, I thought that you're better than your predecessors, or you're the same. I mean, when you go and you have let's say a salesman, you want to buy a car, and you have a salesman, and his name is, let's say, Tsutsu. And Tsutsu is a tough guy. But your brother goes and tries to buy a car from Tsutsu, and Tsutsu is tough. And your brother comes on and says, hey, Gigi, Tsutsu is too tough. What are you going to say? Okay, man, you tried, that's it. Or you're going to say, I'm better than you, Gigi. I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to go and talk to Tsutsu. I'm smarter, I'm better. I'm going to talk to him. That's why I'm in charge of the family, Germany. And I go to Tsutsu and say, Tsutsu. And then I use all my intelligence, balls, charisma, all that to get Tsutsu to do what I want him to do. Isn't that politics? Isn't that politics? Achieving something? Negotiating? Bringing, giving back? He said, no, I'm not going to go because my brother, the previous chancellor, failed. And when he talked to Tsutsu, Tsutsu behaved that way. So does it necessarily mean that when I will go and talk to Tsutsu, Tsutsu will react in the same way? That would make me the same way as whatever his name, Scholz. Am I like Scholz? If I'm like Scholz, why did these guys vote for me? I think I'm better than Scholz. This is Merz. This is Merz should have been talked to. I am the chancellor of you guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and talk to Putin. I'm going to show you what I can do. Or at least I can try. But since I know that I'm good, I'm going to go and deal with this baboon right there with Putin. So I go over there and talk to Putin. And after a while, I try in front of the audience. That is, the mass media will promote my cause. And I'll say, my friends, this is what I tried. This is what was talked. And again, this is what we got. Or maybe I'm better than Scholz, and I will show you that Putin will talk to me, and maybe we, because we are better, I'm better, he's going to talk to me and I'm going to solve the problem. He doesn't even want to try. Why? Because I think he knows he's an imbecile and he's on the wrong side of history. I think. But hey, what do I care, right? Let's see. This is the guy. I mean, first, look at his face. Let's start with that one. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has said that he does not intend to hold telephone conversations, plural, with Russian Vladimir Putin, leader, as previously talks have failed. So because the previous ones failed to de-escalate the situation in Ukraine. So this is why he's not going to talk to. So if your brother tried to talk to the guy and it did not work, I shouldn't, because, the previous ones did not work. Is this how you do in life? So if you go to get a job, and you can't get a job, you're not going to try again. If you fail, you're not going to try again. You're going to change something. I'm talking about the same person. But what if someone else tried? You should not try what someone else failed. That tells a lot about you, being weak. No, man, I'm going to show you everybody. I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to show him. Nah, not that kind of thing. Why? I think Merz knows the order, which is don't talk to Putin. The order was given in 2022 in about June, July. We're not going to talk to Putin. He's too smart from us or what? No, it's useless to talk to him. So you can't figure it out, the Gordian knot? Gordian, not Gordian. Oh, you do like Alexander the Great. Give me the freaking clap. I solved the Gordian knot. So let's see what else this guy says. Merz mentioned the visit to Putin by Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. But Orban is the bad dude. In July 2024, and a phone conversation between the Russian leader and former German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. Okay, but those are not you. Those are different people. Or you're all the same. Which one is it? Quote from Merz. A heavy Russian attack on Kiev and a hospital accompanied the latest visit of the Hungarian Prime Minister to Moscow. An attack on a children's hospital followed the last telephone call between my predecessor and Putin. If that's what comes of such calls, I would refrain from them for a long time. So you understand what it is? So that is, if these guys that I guarantee you Merz thinks he's smarter than and more democratic than Orban. And then you got the other baboon Scholz, who I guarantee you he thinks he's better because he won the elections, right? He beat him. Then why do you bother? Then what about Trump? Trump is talking to Putin like 3 or 4 times. It's unbelievable. If you this is the way the guy thinks. Supposedly, this is his argument for the Deutsche Volk. This is the argument. As someone said, and his name is also German. He was Austrian, but German. They are German. Austrians, you're German. I don't care what you say. You're Germanic people. The fact that you are still separate, that's an insult to your nation. But whatever. It's your deal, whatever you want to talk about it. So remember that Austrian said how lucky we are, the politicians, that the masses are so stupid. That's exactly what Merz, or whatever his name is, Merz thinks. These guys will not catch this. But hey, you and I caught it, didn't we? Thank you very much for being with me again today. These are the leaders of an 80-some million people. It used to be great nation of Germany, with composers, with philosophers, with military ingenuity, with technology. This is Germany, man. Nowadays, ball less. I learned early in life that you can be very smart, you can be very capable. If you don't move out of your fucking bed to do those things, they will remain in bed with you. That's it. And they will not do anything to you, so you can feel good. You have to have the urge, the drive, the balls. Without the balls, everything dies with you where you are. So saying, yeah, we're good, but we're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. I saw people in life succeeding, being of a, I would say it, flimsier quality, with less attributes, potential, intellectual, physical, but they had one thing: they would not let go. They would just continue and go under pressure. Go. Like, for instance, Kyokushin. The Kyokushin karate, the motto is continue under pressure. Never give up. It doesn't tell you should be smart. It doesn't tell you should be good. Continue, man. Continue. The spirit, the balls. People with balls will get further than people without balls, but very intellectual and staying home in their little rooms and smoking and drinking their bourbon or their cigars, however you prefer. Balls, man. You have to do it. You have to get in the arena. Remember, Teddy Roosevelt, the man in the arena. You have to get in, take your fucking things off, and let's get in. Don't stay outside and say, he didn't do it right. Oh, no, he's... Get in the arena. Get active. Expose yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be a coward. Thank you. And other people will do things for you. And you will be like, well, I don't like that. Well, so bad. He did it because he's in it. You're outside. You're on the stands drinking your fucking pop and drinking the chips too. All right? And watching these guys deciding your life. That's what it is. Get in the arena. Be an active participant. Don't be a person who's, I don't like that. Did you do anything about it? Did you at least raise awareness about it? But everybody is a philosopher. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.